Yo, what is going on, everybody? Fred at Skate Unity here. Today we are checking out the SHABOARDZ SUIMMIT XT version 2. First, let's start with their box. They got their logo in the center, and on the bottom left corner they got all their social media tags. And on the right side they also have their website. So let's open it up and check it out. As you can see, great padding, well packaged. You don't want the board moving around during transit. I really like the deck design way better than their last version. Now this 2-in-1 board is only 26 pounds. Underneath the board you will also see the rest of the accessory. Here is the owner's manual. You also have a quick reference guide with their contact information, which is also colored, not black and white like most companies. Here you have your basic T-tool. Here's the remote with an LCD screen and their yellow logo label on the back. And here is a 4.5 amp charger, which takes up to 4 hours to charge from a total empty battery to a completely full battery. Here is a USA power cable for the charger. Here is the Allen keys, so you have a couple different sizes. They also include 2 spare tubes in case you get punctures in your current tires. Here we have the USB-C cables to charge the remote, and also a few spare belts. Now let's take a closer look at the board. Now this deck is actually my favorite deck to carve and dance on. Now it doesn't have any kind of special lights or any features like that, but when it comes to carving and dancing, I just love it. Like I mentioned before, I love this new logo, especially way better than the last version. The length on the board is 39.5 inches and the width is about 10 inches in width. Some of you may know the 150mm Hodas are my favorite, and that's the tire they are using. This battery setup is a 15 amp hour 12S 3P Samsung 50S 666 watt-hour battery. The ESC is a custom FOC ESC pushing 45 amps. The board is also utilizing traditional Kingpin trucks, aka conventional trucks. The board also comes with a free bash card that are protecting 6374 dual 3500 watt motors. The all-terrain setup is utilizing 55T metal pulleys. Now let's charge this bad boy up. Let's take it out for a ride. Okay, so as usual, let's first talk about the deck. The deck, in my personal opinion, is my favorite about this board. It is super sleek and it's super thin. It's very easy to hold. It's very good in the rain, and it is very good with clearance. I hop off curbs all day long with this board and you'll have no issues going over most things you run over daily. Here are a few examples. So not only do you have awesome clearance, but this deck shape, in my personal opinion, is just awesome. It has this kind of flat kind of vibe, but yet has this good concave. It really locks in my feet on the edges and in the middle. I wear a size 9 or 9.5, and it just kind of fits just right in my opinion. So between carving, dancing, and just being locked in on higher speeds, it gives me a lot of confidence when it comes to all-around riding, whether I'm on a group ride or I want to go off-roading or I just want to go for a fun cruise. I just love how slim and sleek the underbelly is of this deck. The version 1, I've ridden in the rain several times and I have no malfunctions. Now the Hoda 150mm tires are my all-around favorite tires. Let's see how they do in multiple terrains. Check it out. The SHABOARDZ XT is utilizing traditional kingpin trucks, and man does it feel good to be back on conventional kingpin trucks. Between these trucks, the trucks from B1, and the conventional kingpin trucks from Ace-Deck, those three trucks right there are my absolute favorite. All three have a perfect medium balance of carving, mellow carving, high speed carving, dancing, and just going for a simple cruise. I changed one top bushing in the rear to 90A, and up front I changed one bushing on the top to 87A. Let me show you what these trucks can do. Okay, acceleration test, full battery, S plus mode, which is the highest mode. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, not bad. This is I expected. I give it a 7 out of 10. So top speed test, opening up the rider app. I'll be going up a slight hill. Same road I always use. Okay, let's get to it. God, it feels good to be on traditional kingpin trucks. Super stable. All right, let's check it out. Again, it's up a slight hill. 29.6. So I think if it wasn't up a slight hill, it would be 30 miles per hour for sure. SHABOARDZ SUIMMIT XT. Huge hill test, the one I normally do. Rider app, let's restart it. Performance boards usually do 27 to like 32 miles per hour up this. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Whoa. Okay. Getting up it just fine. This is good. So stable. Throttle the whole time. Okay, let's check out the rider app. Got up it just fine. Was very comfortable. 24.3. Pretty much what I thought. I said 22 to 25. So if you have hills, they'll still take it no problem because that hill was very steep. All right, brake test at 15 miles per hour. All right, 1, 2, 3, brake. Ooh, very good brakes. And that's only 80%. You can definitely go higher. Do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, brake. Very good brakes. I like them like that. I don't like them too aggressive or too mushy, I guess that you can say.
but have a little bit room for error, I like, but not too much room. However, you can adjust it the way you want because it's adjustable, so that's good.
Speaking of adjustable, here is the remote. Nice and simple, nothing unordinary. Hold down the power button and it'll turn on the actual board. Now, if you're a beginner rider, you can leave it in the lowest mode, which is the L mode, or you can go up to Eco, Sport, and then Sport Plus. You could also engage reverse by double clicking that same button. If you double click it again, it'll engage you in the forward position. The LCD screen displays the battery for the remote, the battery for the board, the trip miles, the total miles, your speed, 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. Then if you click the bottom button 5 times, you can engage in the back menu. That allows you to change from miles per hour or kilometers. And then you can go to the next menu by hitting the power button, and you can adjust your brake level. Use the scroll wheel to select your desired brake level and then click the power button. And if you want to shut off the board and the remote together, just hold down the top button. As for a range, I'm a 155-pound rider, and we finally had nice weather. It was about 68 degrees Fahrenheit. I reached a total of 24.1 miles of range utilizing their stock all-terrain setup. So bravo to SHABOARDZ for utilizing such good quality cells. Final thoughts. Now, some of you may be thinking, hey Fred, what's so different about this compared to, say, a Carbon Haitian or a Carbon Meepo Hurricane or onboard Zeus Pro? And that's a great question. This is why it's different. Can you pick up your Meepo Hurricane with one hand in the woods? I don't think so. This is the most slim and sleek 2-in-1 board out there, in my personal opinion. I have absolutely zero worries running over anything off-roading. Normally picking up an all-terrain board and doing this in the woods is a pain in the butt. It's very heavy usually, it's very chunky, and it just hurts your hands. With this board, it's simple, it's sleek, it's lightweight, and it does the job just like any other all-terrain board would do. And this is the same deck / enclosure as the V1, and the V1 I absolutely beat up. I've ridden the V1 in the rain, off-roading in the rain, puddles, rocks. I've done this several times with the version 1, and it's still ticking. I've even taken the version 1 down flights of stairs because it has such good clearance, and I've never had one malfunction with the board. So not only is it a beast because it has great clearance, but the electronic components are sealed up very, very well. Now, if you're a bigger rider and you think 12S3P is a little bit too small for you, I understand. But if you're not a bigger rider, 24 miles is plenty, especially on all terrain. But keep in mind, they are utilizing one of the best cells in the game. But I really like the simplicity of this board. I don't have to worry about bottoming out all the time. I don't have to worry about some other component malfunctioning like an internal light or something like an auto tensioning system for the rear belt drive. Now, performance-wise, I would say it's close to about the Zeus Pro performance. So like I mentioned before, it's not a super high performance board, but it's certainly not slow. But at the same time, if you are a beginner and you want a 2-in-1 board to grow into, this is definitely a fantastic choice. Or even if you're an experienced rider and you need something good, reliable, with great customer service that can also ride in a New York City group ride, this is a great choice as well. In these group rides, we have high-speed DIYs, we have Calis, we have LaCroix, and then we have things like onboard Zeus. We have also Backfire Zealots, we have exway Flexes, we got Wildgo AT2s. So there's always a mix of crowd at these group rides, and yet I have no issues keeping up with this board. And lastly, customer service. This company I'm engaged with more than any other company I've ever spoken to ever. A lot of companies just sell you something and never speak to you again. Not with SHABOARDZ. They even have their actual phone number for you to call them day or night on the website. Also, just something worth mentioning, they're a Canadian company, so if you're looking to purchase something from their website, just make sure you switch it to USD instead of CAD. Links and discount codes in the description below. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, guys.